Hello everyone again, this is Adrian, and this is a little bit of heart-to-heart and straight talk tonight. I don't, usually when I'm talking to someone I could talk for hours, but when I'm on video I seem to compress the whole thing. I don't know, maybe I'm just still new when it comes to YouTube and vlogging. However, the real me is my best gift, I believe, to you, my real me. And I just want to say this. I've encountered problems, and I need to be more understanding, and you need to be more understanding. Is the lockdown really bothering you? No, not really. It's not bothering me. Um, you know, it could be bothering you, okay? And there's God. He loves you. He's going to help you. All right? But different things are bothering me in this lockdown. Different things. And what's really bothering me is I've noticed people, some younger, some older, some a bit older, some old enough to be my parents. The biggest problems you're gonna have with people are it's not really all that personal towards you, but the biggest problems you're gonna have is people. You need to watch this because it varies from age to age. They have an idea of how their life's gonna come out, okay? And it didn't come out that way, and then they're just ugly. They're just ugly with everybody. And I don't mean they're ugly in their appearance. They're ugly in their attitude towards you. And you gotta understand, I'm not talking to only people in the United States. I'm talking to people all over the world, so they don't use these terms. So when I see people that had a plan, or they thought their life was gonna work out one way and it didn't, and they just do crazy things to make it happen at the last minute. I've encountered a few. It's not just one or two. There's many. Oh, I should be like this at this age. I should have this at this age. I should be here by this time. All that kind of stuff. And it didn't happen. Let me just tell you the truth about life. A lot of stuff is not going to happen for you. Yeah. A lot of stuff is not just going to happen. And when you think it's going to happen, it may not. All right. But then a lot of stuff also is going to happen. Find out what's actually happening. Find out what God is doing. Find out what God is making happen in your life, and just go for that and be content with that. Because if you're looking at someone else and you want to be like that person and it doesn't happen, you're going to get really disappointed. Really going to get disappointed. And if you pattern your life after that other person, you're really going to get disappointed. Be happy with what God gives you. Be happy with who God gives you. Be happy for those that care about you and you care for and they appreciate it. Because you can appreciate people and they don't appreciate you back, That's all right. That's all right. Just know that you shouldn't be investing where there's no return. All right. I believe in a lot of people, but a lot of people don't believe in themselves, and this kind of hurts me too. And so I can't tell you I'm not human. I can't tell you I don't have feelings. I do. There's a lot of pretenders on YouTube. There's a lot of people that want you to be this way, want you to be that way. I just want to be myself. Can I be myself for you? I've encountered people. Don't get shocked when they steal from you. I've had a bunch of people steal from me. Steal people, steal money, stuff like that. And these are people that had not achieved what they wanted at the time they wanted it. My mother told me one thing one time. She said, you don't know when your big break's gonna come. You don't know when. It may come when you're 30, when you're 40, when you're 50, or sometime. But I don't put God on a timeline. He's not on our timeline. We need to be on His timeline. All right. If things are not working for you right now, maybe it's not supposed to work. Maybe it is, but maybe not now. All right. Have you tried your best and you're not good enough? Wait a minute. You may have not discovered other things in your life that you ought to discover. Only God can can bring you to that place where you have discovered. Could you be happy in the middle of this lockdown, this crisis? Of course, when you've discovered what you're supposed to do. I've only started vlogging at the start of this coronavirus thing, but I'm not even thinking about it actually. I'm not. I've got problems just like every one of you, but I'm not worried. You see, that may be my strong point, but I have been disappointed over people who, even at the peak of this crisis, they're trying to become famous, they're trying to become known, they're trying to become rich because they never were. You know what? I'll tell you what I'll do. When I hit my 70s or 80s and what I expect doesn't happen, I'm just going to take a cup of coffee and thank God that I lived that long. As long as I know I did every day what was right, and I treated people right, and I did what was expected of me, I'd be happy with that. And I'm sure God would be too. He doesn't expect me to be the greatest man of God in the world, or the richest man in the world, or anything like that. I'd never promised that. The thing is, what God has given you, thank God a million times for it, the abilities, all of that. I'm just using everything He's given me. Are you using everything He's given you? Use it, and you'll see God move in that way, and then you'll discover the highest you can ever go in life that way. Amen.